All right, good afternoon, sport fan. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Fadi Lawa, and welcome to Sports Lounge on your Super Classic Premier FM 93.5. I am Jackie Ozari, Sports Insider. I'm not alone here. Of course, it's Sports Lounge, a multilingual sports program. Here we bring you top sporting stories in a language you understand. As I said, with me here in the studio is Temitope Adeko, who will be talking to us in Yoruba. Temitope, ẹ
káàsán ṣé dáadáa lẹ́wà.
dáadáa lẹ́wà.
Báwo ni nǹkan gbogbo ẹ̀yin olùgbọ́ wa pátápátá gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti wà tẹ́tí láǹfààní láti máa gbọ́ wa lọ́sàn-án tòní ètò yín ètò wa Sport Lounge fàájì sport náà la tún wà lọ́sàn-án tòní gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ti máa ń ṣe tó jẹ́ pé a máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa gbogbo àwọn ohun tó gbogbo tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú eré ìdárayá jákèjádò àgbáyé náà láti ṣe fún ti ọ̀sán tòní o. Ẹ jẹ́ kí yín ìwípé ẹ káàbọ̀ sí orí ètò náà lákọ̀tún ayé o gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ti mọ̀ gbogbo àwọn ohun tó ṣe kókó la máa ń sábà fàyọ ní orí ètò yẹn gẹ́gẹ́ la fi pè é ní Sportland torí pé tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ lounge báyìí mọ̀ pé àwọn nǹkan tó dùn ẹ máa jẹ ẹ máa ṣá bóyá àwọn kó bí ẹran síwájú yín nìsín ẹ máa wá àwọn bọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ tó níláárí dáadáa ẹ máa ṣá bó ṣe rí lọ́dọ̀ tiwa náà nìyẹn lórí ètò yìí eré ìdárayá la pé èyí tí wàá jẹ́ weekend ó jẹ́ today na weekend gbogbo fàájì lọ́tún lọ́sì yá Tèmítọ́pẹ́ Adé Èkó Adé Lagos ló ń kíyìn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ó jẹ́ ṣe sọ ẹ mọ̀ wípé àti èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì àti èdè abínibí tiwa lédè Yorùbá a máa fi ń po kíní pọ̀ ìgbà míì gan a tún sọ èdè pidgin àbí iṣẹ́ broken lè máa pè lọ́dọ̀ tí gbogbo ẹ̀ a máa papọ̀ mọ́ra wọn ẹ̀yẹ́ ìrèdí nìyẹn tó jẹ́ pé lónìí àtún ní ọlá ẹnì kẹta wa tó yẹ pé àjọ máa ń ṣe kí ló máa ń dùn dáadáa Ọláolúwa Ọ̀nàsànyà ó ti wà níbo ní Ọláolúwa.
ẹ ká sún ọ̀gá mi Adé Èkó gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́.
tá a bá ti dórí afẹ́fẹ́ yìí sọ̀gá rẹ̀ ọwọ́ kan náà gbogbo wa.
ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ eré ìdárayá ẹ̀yin Alamadrid nígboro ayé èmi ọmọ yín Ọláolúwa Ọ̀nàsànyà ni mo tún kí yín káàbọ̀ sórí ètò lẹ́nu o. Sports Lounge Alamadrid.
àjọ wà ní Alamadrid ní báyìí ó dìgbà tí mo rí o bá kúrò ní Madrid kó tó di pé èmi náà tún gbéra náà.
Mourinho move, you move.
Mourinho move, I move. That's me.
All right, on the show today, I know for a lot of Nigerian football fans, yesterday and today was not too pleasant. But like they say, we move. Normally, we move. So we'll start with the story of Nigeria. The Super Falcons who had an opportunity yesterday of qualifying for the Intercontinental Playoff, the long journey to qualify for the World Cup. But yesterday against Bayana, the Super Eagles were not able to hold their own. First half, the match ended goalless in during halftime, and resumption of the second half. It was Tembi Katlana and captain Refilo Jane who got the 2 goals for South Africa, Bafana. And in the depth of that game, at the closing hour, like I like to call it, of the game, Nigeria got a penalty, South Africa got a red card for a deliberate handball in their own 18-yard, and Uchebu stepped up to convert that penalty, but it was little too late for Nigeria, as we saw Alozie getting an opportunity to squeeze an equalizer for Nigeria, but that did not happen. And after the match, post-match, while Nigerians are saying, what did we just witness in the Women African Cup of Nations, and now again, opportunity for us to qualify for the World Cup, this has happened. We lost again to South Africa. South Africa stopping the men from qualifying for the World Cup. South Africa again stopping the women from qualifying for the World Cup. But before we do our analysis, before we do talk about everything as regards the performance of the Super Falcons, we'll listen to Justin Madugu, the coach of the Super Falcons, what he had to say after that match.
I have to apologize to Nigerians over our inability to make it to the World Cup. We are very sorry. It was not our intention. We came, did the best that we could, but our best was not good enough. And we're very sorry for that, and we take full responsibility for everything that happened. There can always be a next time. I'm sorry. We came into the game determined to make sure that we give it our all and try as much as possible to win. From the way the ladies played, they gave it their all to We had chances. Still, the conversion was another problem. And we made some little errors at the back. They capitalized on that, and they got the goals that they also got. It is something that we really regret and feel very sorry about, because it was more of individual errors in terms of decision making that accounted for what actually happened. But it's something that has happened already, and we cannot do anything about it. Of course, we will say we have a goal scoring problem because we have not been clinical in front of goal. We have not been clinical. We create several chances, but we are very wasteful with the opportunities that always come our way. If we were very clinical in front of goal, we would have been scoring a lot of goals. But you see, you work to try and make sure that you create opportunities. You do the build-up, you do everything. But when it gets to where you are supposed to finish up all the efforts and everything that you have done, we become wasteful. So we have to blame ourselves for it. We have to blame ourselves because we did not take the chances that keep coming our way. This was a game we would have finished since first half based on the opportunities that we had, but we couldn't utilize them. In the second half, we still got chances. How many chances did South Africa get? But because they were more clinical, they converted the chances that came their way. Today, they are the ones that won the match. We had several opportunities that we could have converted, but like I said, we were not clinical in front of goal, and that's why we got punished and we have found ourselves where we are.
All right, the voice of Justin Madugu. Madugu, you said, we are sorry, Emma Binu
nígbà kan sí, Emma Binu lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ó ti kọ́ sọ Emma Binu yẹn lákòókò nígbà tí a já ní Nations Cup. Emma Binu again. Apology again. Ẹgbẹ́ èèyàn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ṣe gba apology yẹn. Apology accepted. If you say, let the guy say nay.
Those in support
say nay.
The nay have it.
Sori Oje jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí. Now, tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa clinical in front of goal. Ṣé ọ̀dọ̀ player ní clinical máa ti ń wá mostly ni? Àbí ọ̀dọ̀ coach? Because one of the reasons tí o ṣe wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn gẹ́gẹ́ bí coach ni pé you yourself as a coach as a manager of any team, you have to be clinical before you can play a clinical game, even in front of goal.
You must know your player.
You must know your player. You must know the ability. You must know who can do it. You must know who cannot do it. But at the long run, you Okoshagbe, Ogbe, Oshwala, Odega or what? Odega. Fine. Now, look at this girl, Okoronko. The previous match, Tabijaku in Nations Cup against Cameroon. Against Cameroon. Miss a chance, which is a very, very important chance to make use of, equalize. Miss chance here. Now, you would have noticed, Omoyi, any time here. You brought her at that time, and she could still make something almost happen. Create opportunity. Why are you sitting her on bench all through? Does she have injury or not? What's the matter? Kini nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó yẹ wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ clinical. How wọ́n expect pé ọmọ yẹn ó yẹ kó pia ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Oshuala. Tó bá pia ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Oshuala, at least ọmọ tó wọlé ní maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes to the end of the game that can create like 1 or 2 chances, which means if you play her earlier alongside with Oshuala, she might bring in something. So I don't understand the clinical is talking about.
Justin Madugu said the Super Falcons could have killed that game in the first half. That they created more chances
I don't agree with
than the Falcons. Let us look at the stats of the match online. Jeka will start. Ball possession, Edrono, ball possession, South Africa 55%, Nigeria 45%. Total shots, Nigeria 17, South Africa 12. Shots on target, Nigeria 6, South Africa 6.
Pẹ̀lú ìtẹ̀ka yìí nǹkan tí olùkọ́ni yẹn tó sọ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ àmbẹ̀ díẹ̀ ó lè má jẹ́ kó kárí gbogbo 90 minutes ṣùgbọ́n fún first half lórí nǹkan tẹ̀ ká yìí ó lè jẹ́ òótọ́ ṣùgbọ́n tó wọ́n máa ní ọgbọ́n tágbà fi ń jẹ̀kọ́ abẹ́rẹ́ ló wà tó bá ti rí bó ṣe rí yẹn gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùkọ́ni tó kọ́ṣẹ́ tó mọṣẹ́ tó ti rí àwọn tó ń ṣe báyìí iye tó sọnù ó yẹ kó ti mọ nǹkan tó máa ṣe ní second half tó máa gbé wọlé torí ó yẹ kó ti mọ ibi tó kù sí ó yẹ kó ti mọ ó dẹ̀ ti mọ àwọn player kan tó yẹ pé wọ́n wà fún super sub olóyìnbó á pè ní super sub nírú máàcì báyìí tó mọ̀ pé alágbára ni wọ́n ó yẹ kó ti gbé wọn wọlé lójú ìwòye tèmi Oshoala ó sì ní agbára yẹn ó sì àgbà ní o ṣùgbọ́n experience ni Oshoala ń contribute púpọ̀ so tó bá yẹ pé àwọn tí wọ́n ní okun àtagbára tó sì lè ran Oshoala lọ́wọ́ tó jẹ́ pé òun lè sáré kókò fún Oshoala níbọ̀ kó Oshoala score tó kó mọ̀ score tó bá jẹ́ àwọn yẹn ló yẹ kó ti gbé wọlé kó ti yọ kó ti fi síra wọn tí a fi máa rí èsì tó dára ṣùgbọ́n ó ti rí bó ṣe máa rí náà.
so generally apology not accepted.
not accepted. to me nǹkan tó kù tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fún tìmì ẹ̀ ni pé a lè apply overhauling.
Okay, what of coach too? Overhaul to sacking.
I said overhauling. Overhauling means anybody can be touched.
ó ti kọjá coach gan.
Anybody can be touched.
àwọn alájọsọ àtàlájọ.
Do you understand? Anybody can be touched. We are talking about a country of over 200 million people.
African giant maniwa.
And ní ìsìn báyìí tó bá wo rate according to data ó dàbí pé obìnrin ló pọ̀ jù.
Yes.
ọkùnrin lọ. So are we saying that pé a tún lè rí another bunch of talented
players,
good solid 11 players that will represent this country in the Nations Cup or at the next World Cup? There should be overhauling.
If another question, if we overhaul the team, the football managers the NFF, let us look at Nigerian football this year.
Yeah.
The senior team, Super Eagles, failed to qualify for the 2026 World Cup.
Yeah.
The senior women football team, Falcons,
Super Falcons,
failed to qualify for the Women's World Cup. The under-20 men team failed to qualify for the African Cup of Nations under-20,
Talk less of
losing in the final to
I think
Burkina Faso.
Yeah, Burkina Faso.
Under-17 again failed to qualify for the CAF under-17 Cup of Nations. So, if we say, overhaul only the women Super Falcon, Super Eagles under-20 under-17
see let me come in this way. Ma gbọ́ OJ jẹ́ kí n wọlé báyìí pé sorry coach Super Eagles lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí I give it to him. Ó lè ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn Eric Chell ó lè ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. The only thing ni pé kí wọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe sọ wípé tabanika overhaul team nìkan àbí Super Falcons nìkan tá a focus àwọn managers football yẹn gangan very very important. But you know our issue here in Nigeria, number one,
next month NFF
election is coming. So and
current
you cannot
NFF president Musa Gusau Oti apologize.
And don't forget
apologize. He say we are sorry for all this failure.
Don't forget we are more or less. We can say NFF is more or less an independent body. I intentionally put that more or less
because of FIFA, because government interference in football.
But at the same time, some political this thing will still interference.
Ìkọ́ tẹ́mi rò ní pé wọ́n ní àti òkèèrè lẹ́lẹ́kùn lólójú jíjì ní mẹ́kùn. Something you've foreseen. Yeah. I feel like a war you know is coming. It should not be beating you.
It should not kill you.
It should not be killing you. The men are failed on a global stage, on a national stage. The under 19s, under 15s are failed. So this was the only